Laguna Seca. Yep, that's right, guys. We are going to watch some Legends cars take on road course. Should be interesting here today. I do believe that this is timed, so we're going to have to change the laps here. But let's go through the tonight's starting grid. Hold on 1 second. Go over here so I can see you guys when you chat at me. All right, tonight's starting grid. We got Chris Justice starting on the pole, Riley starting second, Mark Breer starting third, Nick starting fourth, George starting fifth, John England starting sixth, Shane Briggs starting seventh, Eric Seller starting eighth, James Sledge is starting ninth, Mike starting in that 10th position, Benjamin Richards, I know you know him, remember him from the suicide prevention race that we held, and Fish starting 12th, he's also from there, so is Mark Breer, quite a few guys from that race in this one. Go down to the second part. We got Russ starting 13, Tristan Roberts starting 14, Scott starting 15, and Jared starting 16. Gonna be an interesting one. I have never seen Legends cars at a freaking road course before. So this will be a new one. This will be interesting for me too, as these guys are off to the races. Green flag is out. Didn't realize they did a standing start. My bad, guys. As they dive it down into turn 1 and 2, let's throw the ticker up at the top. Lap number 1, we're going to change it to time. Where's time? Time. There we go. 30-minute race as these guys are off. Chris Justice way out in front. Riley in second. Mark Breer sitting in that third position. George in the fourth spot. Oh, as he slides up. He moved up 2 positions, but just lost him there. It's John England, Nick, Eric, and then back to George. Now in the 7th position, Shane Briggs in 8th, Mike in 9th, Russ in that 10th position, James in 11th, Donald in 12th, Benjamin in 13th, Scott, Jared, and Tristan did not grid. All right. So out here at the front with Chris, guys, I don't do a lot of road course racing, so if we're going to kind of learn this one as I go. As you guys know, I have done some road courses, but I definitely have quite the learning curve as Chris is wheeling it out here. Already out to almost a 2-second lead. Almost a 2-second lead for Chris Justice. Riley behind him, but he's got pressure. Uh-oh, we got an issue with George. Let's go back and take a look. Oop, I caught that late. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to these guys back here. Oh, just incidental contact. 101 gets turned around. Shane says sorry, and they move on their way. No hard feelings there, hopefully. Ooh, Mark Breer, I didn't see what happened to him. He fell back to the 6th position. Let's see if we can take a look and see what happened to Mark. Mark Breer falling back to the 6th position. Let's see what happens. I got a feeling he's going to get off the track a little bit here. And this is such a tight turn. Oh, he loops it. These guys do a good job avoiding him. He does a good job getting out the way, get it turned around, facing the right way. Only lost a few spots. As we got James spinning back in the background in the 74. He's going to get turned back around. As we go back out to the front, Chris with a nice healthy lead out to 3.18 seconds already, guys. 1.8 seconds already as these guys are wheeling it at Laguna Seca. So I don't know how many of you guys have seen the Legends cars on the road courses? This is definitely a first for me. I don't do a lot of road course racing to start with. It is new to me. I am still learning. So if anybody can teach me anything, go ahead, hit me up in the chat. Let me know. As we are almost 5 minutes into this one. This is a 30-minute race here, guys. As Chris Justice has the lead. Yep, this is the feature. All right, so 30 minutes here. Riley from Canada in second. Hold on, I think. We'll take a look. Some of these guys, yep. and get an idea where some of these guys are from, as this is Riley in the number 63. Chris didn't know it. John England from Dansville. And we got Nick from Gloversville. Eric Seller did not do it. Mark Breer from Barm, Vermont in that number 2 machine. He's starting to work up on that 5th position. We got Shane Briggs from Ladson. It's at Ladson, South Carolina. Russ Luddenberg from Roswell, Georgia, and Spokane, Washington. Which one are you from? That's like 2 different sides of the world, Russ. Got George in the 101. Benjamin from Detroit, Motor City, sitting in the 10th position. Mike James from Clover, South Carolina. We got Fish. And then that's it. All right, we're going to move back up to the front. Guys, a lot of these people were just getting to know. So I just figured I'd go through and at least do an introduction as much as I could of these guys. As Justice is smoking the field right now. It looks like James had an issue. Went off the track. Let's go take a look and see what happened here. Ooh, he lost it. Up into the wall. Oof. Hate to see it, as Mag would say. Let's see what happens to the 101. It looks like he might have had an issue too. Still running in 9th. Same part of the track. Just runs off. Oh, so hard. I mean, you're coming so fast. It's downhill. Kind of a blind corner. Definitely a difficult part of the track there. As these guys are definitely trying to figure out how to navigate around this track. Riley doing solid. Now starting to maintain the distance between him and the leader. Does he have something as these tires start to wear out? He might figure out something, save a little bit more tire. Can he reel back in the leader? Uh-oh, looks like Eric Sellers has an issue. Let's go back and take a look at what happens to him. Ooh, just gets too low. Gets it sideways. Keep it out the wall. He does. That's really a good save out of Eric. That could have been a whole lot worse for him. Eric brings it back up on the track. Looks like James went off the track again. James definitely out here struggling tonight. Yeah, he loses it again. Same part. We just saw Eric have issues. James thought about bringing it behind the wall to change his mind. Ended up pulling it back out on the track. But he is struggling here tonight in that number 74. Right now, our biggest mover is going to be Russ in the 129 as he is up 6 positions since the green flag has fallen. He's having a heck of a run in that number 129. Crazy part is, well, he's not the lowest, but he's definitely one of the lower ones on the I rating for road course. So he's just putting in a solid run, staying out of trouble. That's going to be the biggest thing that these guys can do here tonight. My phone is going nuts, guys. My phone is going nuts. Russ having a good little run. Oh, James and Donald both have off the track. We're going to see what happened to Donald this time. Oh, that same part of the track. Not a big thing there. Came to a stop. Kind of made it so that it wasn't as bad as it could have been, I guess you could say. As these guys Alright, so we got Chris in the lead, Riley in second, John England in third. That's our top 3 here tonight, as it definitely looks like Riley is starting to reel in the leader. Go ahead and do this. Go ahead and take a look at that gap is closing down. It's definitely different, but it looks like a lot of fun. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. I don't know if that closed out on you. As we watch this gap starting to close between first and second. Uh-oh. Looks like Nick had an issue. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to him. Let's see what happened to Nick. Same part of the track. A lot of people have been struggling at tonight. Like I said, such a hard part of the track. Just loses it. Gets it turned back the right way. Gets it going again. As we go back to the lead. Chris in the lead. Riley is definitely closing in on him as he's taking a 4-second gap. Brought it down to 2 seconds as Mike goes off the track. Mike Madley in the 53 or 35 having issues. Gets back on the track. Gets it going again. Definitely a struggle for some of these guys out here. A lot of these guys are oval guys, so running the road course is definitely different. Then you're putting a legend out there. Definitely a whole different ball game for so many of these guys. Go back up to the front. We're going to watch this battle for the lead as it is definitely closing. As Riley has got that gap down to 1.6 seconds. Remember, he was 4 seconds back at one time. 4 seconds back. He has reeled them in a hurry. They are almost 10 minutes into this one. 1/3 of the way through. As they cross the line, let's see if it pops. Yep, lap number 7. So, depending on the times, we probably got about 14 more laps left. Might be a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on how fast they are here. But I'll tell you what, Riley is closing in that gap on the number 14 of Chris Justice. Chris Justice doing the best he can to stay out front. But that gap is down to 1.5 seconds now. What's he got to do? Did he burn up his tires, or did Riley just get in a rhythm as Eric crashes? Let's go see what happened to Eric Seller. Eric having more issues here tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look. He had to stop. All right, so he didn't hit anything, but he definitely lost the back end. It showed him that he crashed, but clearly he didn't. Clearly he didn't. Man, this gap now has stabilized a little bit back and forth between 1.5 and 1.7 seconds. Benjamin has an issue. Let's go take a look and see what happened to him. Benjamin in that number 56 suicide prevention green machine there, we'll call it. Oh, just a little hot. He just slows way down. Definitely not a wreck there. Donald has an issue. Let's see what Donald's issue is. Same corner. Does he just slow way down again like the rest of these guys have? We'll find out. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. We got some toxic going. We got some toxic going up in the race chat. Come on, boys. I thought this was for fun. Out here at the front of the pack, Chris and Riley trying to battle it out. Now it's staying pretty stable right around 1.7 seconds. Can Riley find something to get back up in this one? Or is he kind of hung out to dry? Here's the question. I have no clue. Are these guys going to have to pit? Do they have enough gas to make it all the way? I haven't seen anybody pit yet as drivers are on and off the track. Benjamin having more issues. Man, everybody's having issues here tonight. As Benjamin goes off, able to cut through without having too many issues. Same thing with Nick. Nick does the same thing. Ooh. Oof. Hate to see it, as Max would say. They go back up to the front. Can Riley do anything with our leader? John England sitting back here. He is 18 seconds behind our leaders right here. 18 seconds. That's a huge gap. Mark sitting in the 4th spot as he's made his way back up. He is 4.8 seconds behind 3rd place. Let's see what kind of lap times comparison. Mark is definitely running quite a bit faster than 3rd. He definitely could close that gap as our leaders are running very similar times. Looks like Donald has an issue again. Let's see if it's just another stop issue. Same part of the track. He's probably just going to stop. He had this issue last time they came through here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he just slows way down, almost to a stop. And iRacing picked it up as a crash. And clearly it wasn't, but I'll tell you what, we got the gap down under 1.5 seconds. Well, we had it under 1.5 seconds. Riley is gaining back in on our leader in that number 63 machine. Riley looking fast out there, trying to make up some ground as he lost some ground now. He's now got back to 1.8 seconds further back. Let's see if he can get something going on here. Uh-oh. Got people having issues all over the course. Let's see what happens to Shane. Shane in the 82. Oh, he loses the back end. Under braking, he's just going to lose it. So easy to do in that corner. So easy to do. As we go back up to the front of the pack, it's looking pretty good for Chris Justice. I'll tell you what, though, Riley is going to keep on digging. He's been fast at times. I wouldn't count him out, as he was about 7 tenths of a second quicker than our leader last time by. Is John England has an issue. Let's go see what happened to John. Oh, yeah. I give you down in that, we'll call it, I don't know if it's called a corkscrew, but we're going to call it a corkscrew. He has an issue right here. So many people. Gets off into the sand just a little bit. Gets it turned around. John England, as Mark gets around him for that third position. He probably saw that Mark was gaining on him so much. Right now, Mark is one of the fastest cars on the track, as it looks like England has an issue again. Go back and take a look and see what that issue is. Oops, Donald Fish goes off the track again. Let's see what happened to John England, as he had another issue. Oh, he's probably just going to stop up here in the corner like everybody else has, but we're going to wait and look. Oh, catches the inside curve. Gets it turned most of the way around, and then gets it straightened back up. Riley in the second spot, now back 2.5 seconds. He must have used up those tires, as they are past the halfway point in this one. Past the halfway point here for these drivers, as they have about 13 and a half minutes left here. Chris Justice in the lead. Mark Breer sitting third. He is way back. He needs a whole lot of help. He needs a lot of help. I thought I shut that off. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know. I just said all that. Well, all right, guys. Ooh. Mark having a little bit of issue there. That's going to allow John to close in the gap. It's definitely different. What's up, Dave? What up, Dave? As our biggest battle on the track right now is, as Riley is gaining back on our leader again, but right now the biggest battle on the track is going to be the lead battle. I thought that was the battle for third, but John is way back, so we're going to keep an eye on this battle right here, as they are 1.7 seconds apart. Oh, I'll tell you what, there's some battles brewing a little bit further in the pack. If we go back here, we got Eric closing the gap, and on fifth place, Nick. He's trying to get that top five here. Can he do anything with it? Eric Seller in that number 97 had some issues earlier, closing in on Nick. He's got it within 7 tenths of a second. He is rolling that number 97. Come to the left, he says. Here comes the battle for fifth place, as Eric is closing in. Got it down within 3 tenths of a second. He is all but there, as 2 tenths down to 1 tenth. Can he make the pass? Ooh, right now, Nick has the position. They're going to slow down. Here comes Eric. Eric tries to get him on the inside, now on the outside. Gonna fall back in line. Can Eric get him in the next turn? Side by side for 5th. Side by side, wheel to wheel, as they are so close together. Down to the turn. So far, Nick's gonna be able to find. But here comes Eric back on the outside. Can he get him under braking here? He's in position. Whoa, Nick sends it. Eric gets loose. Nick's gonna keep that 5th spot. Eric's gotta reel it back together. Can he catch that 82 again? He is definitely faster, but being faster. You're so confused. What's up? What's up, Levi? It looks like fun, doesn't it? Nick in the 5th place. Eric in 2nd. They are closing the gap. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead. The battle for the lead right now. We are 1.7 seconds. I am keeping an eye on the time there. If it gets a little bit closer, we'll move up there. But right now, there is no battle for the lead. So this is the battle we're going to watch. Eric trying to get back to the back bumper of Nick. Will he give him a little bump and run? I don't know, but we are definitely doing we're definitely doing Mazda's tomorrow. Mazda's at Legacy, Michigan for Wide Open Wednesdays. Max has a special paint. So keep an eye out on that. You can ask Max about the paint so that you can get it put on or whatever. You know, it's kind of it'll be a little mini tribute leading up to our big tribute on the 13th. Right now, Nick trying to close the gap back in on 5th place. Or Eric trying to close the gap back in on Nick for 5th place. He is almost there as he's got that gap back down to 0.4 of a second. I wonder how big of a play drafting does on these legends. I mean, these are some long straightaways. Drafting has to play a role, much like they do in the Formula V, as they send it down the front straightaway. 3.5 tenths of a second between 5th and 6th place. Eric trying to close in as they send it down into turn 1. Eric, oh! Nick gets sideways under brake and somehow saves it. Eric gives them the room. They get back in line to go back at it. Nick in that 5th position. Eric in 2nd, trying to close in. As they come out the turn, they're going to run down the straightaway. I'll tell you what, Eric's been so good going into the turns under braking. He's made so much ground. He is trying to catch him as he is running out of time. We got about 8.5 minutes in this one, as they are still nose to tail here for the 5th position. I'll tell you what, though, the lead race, it's starting to heat up down to 0.7 of a second. We're going to bounce up there here in a second if it gets any closer. Just give you an idea. That is how close the lead battle is. We're going to keep an eye on that, as this is the most heated battle right now. This is going to get interesting as the clock is running down. 8 minutes left for these drivers. Whoa! Nick sends it through the dirt. Somehow doesn't lose any time. What a drive out of that number 82 and Nick. Nick in that 5th position, trying to fight off Eric. Getting so close. I'm sure these tires are warmed up, starting to wear out. Are we going to see driver fatigue, tire fatigue? Oh, man. No. Eric sends it into the wall. He flips, lands on his wheels, and gets it going again. Oh, no. Oh, man. As we got some battles back here between the 101 and the 129, as the 101 gets turned around into the inside wall. That's going to give Russ the position back. George is back to 8th. So much going on around the track. We're going to move to the lead as that lead battle is happening. It is there as Riley has caught the back of Chris Justice. 7 minutes remaining. He figured out a way to get there. Here he comes. Can he make up any ground? Didn't make the same mistake Eric did there as they stay in line. Man, this is wild. Look, there's about, so we got about a minute and 30 seconds, 40-second lapse. We got, we'll call it 7 minutes left, so, or 6 minutes. We got about, what, 3 or 4 more laps left in this one. It's going to get interesting. Riley trying to find a way around Chris as he's finally caught him. He's within 0.3 of a second. Chris has been perfect here tonight, but he gets loose coming out the turn. That's going to let Riley get up a little bit closer. Can he take advantage of the slip up? Chris recovers nicely, and they're back single file. They're going to try and reel it in. Can he get him under braking here? Riley definitely being patient as he knows he's a little bit quicker than Chris. Just ride behind Chris, make him make mistakes, pick your marks. That is what it looks like Riley's trying to do here as Chris makes a big mistake. Chris off into the dirt. That was the mistake Riley was looking for as Riley takes the lead. Riley to the lead. Chris in second as the 33 and Fish gets out the way. Oh man, that was an epic mistake out of Chris. Chris had been perfect the whole race. Makes that mistake, gives up the lead. Man, he's got to be kicking himself. Such a tough mistake to make, but it happens to the best of us. As things are starting to get interesting again, as Riley makes a mistake. That's going to allow Chris to gain on him some more. Yeah, they're doing pretty good on a road course, honestly. They're doing pretty good on a road course as Chris is trying to close the gap back in on Riley. Riley's got to be perfect. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to this one as things are definitely heating up for the lead. As I look back at the pack, there's no other battles going on. So we're going to stay with this one as they're within 1 second of each other. 1 second between first and second, but that lead can dissolve quickly with one little mistake off the track as we've seen it. People still on and off the track. Oh, the 101 off the track as he gets back on. Here comes Eric. Eric's going to get around him in the 97. Eric has fallen all the way back to the 7th position from his little mistake. He is trying to make up. It definitely looks fun. As we go back up to the front, that lead is now down to less than a second. 9/10 of a second between first and second. Riley trying to make it interesting as we got 4 minutes left in this one. Riley really digging in. Can he catch him? He's got it within 8/10 of a second. He picked up about a 1/10 of a second there as he is flying in that number 14. Look how hard he's driving it. He's got to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes. He's got to be perfect. He lost some ground somewhere as Riley was able to extend the gap to 1.2, 1.3 seconds now. Where did he make a mistake? He looked also perfect going through there, but Riley must have done so much better. Donald Fish was off the track as he is struggling in that number 33. Let's go take a look and see if we can figure out what. Oh, this part of the track, we've seen so many people off the track here. Oof. That is tough for Fish as he's going to get it pointed back the right way. We're going to go back to the lead. 1.2 seconds between first and second. Can Chris put something together? Chris having a good solid run, but he led so much of this race, made one mistake, gave it up to Riley. Now he's trying to make up for it. 2.5 minutes left to this one. I gotta... Let's see. That is the part that would have been nice to use. The other one is the track map, but hey. Let's use this one. Oh, here we go. I'm stupid, guys. I could have done this a long time ago. I know it's the end of the race, but we're going to be able to take a look a lot what's going on here at the end as actually Riley has extended more of the lead. He's up to 1.6 seconds as Chris is off the track again. Chris off the track. I hear a sorry at the back of the back. Let's go see what happened here. Oof. That was Chris having issues. Let's go see what happened with George. Oh, the 101 dives underneath. Off. Oh, the 101. George struggling here tonight. I'm sure he's still having fun. I bet you he's still got a smile on his face as we go back up to our battle for the lead. Chris in that second spot. Now back 2.4 seconds. This might be the end of this one for him. He's got to hope Riley has issues at this point. We are down to 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this one. Still the closest battle on the track is still for first and second. Riley out front, Chris in second. 1 minute remaining. Mark Breer with a great comeback back up to the third position. John England in fourth. Nick and Ed fifth. Russ in sixth. Eric Seller after his mistake in seventh. But man, he has made some ground back up to the field. Let's not forget, he's having a great run. If people were to look at his I rating, they would never guess he would do as well as he did. But man, he is sitting there running seventh with a 326 I rating. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that's a big mistake out of Nick in the number 82. We go back up to the front. Are we going to get one to go this time by? That is the question as they come across the start finish line with 13 seconds remaining. Let's see if they get the white flag. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go for these guys. Riley has one more perfect lap to put down. Can he take it home? As he's got a 3 second. We'll just call it a 3 second lead. Oh, we got a battle going over here. Let's go take a look at this battle. As it looks like Eric and George are battling it out. Can Eric make any other position? Oh, George off the track. George is off the track. That battle is now gone. We're going to go back to our leader as he is taking his last lap. Oh, Mark has an issue. Third place has an issue. Let's see what happens here. Ooh. Locks it up. Keeps it out of trouble. Good job out of Mark. That could have been a whole lot worse. As Riley still out in the lead in that number 63. As you can see, he's got not much more track to go as we are working our last lap. Riley looking to have this one in the bag as he is. Wow, what happened to Chris? Chris went off the track again. He's got a 20-second lead. We'll go back and take a look at what happened to Chris. The big question here is he going to screw up enough? No. Here comes Riley. Riley's going to take the victory in tonight's race in the season finale. Riley, our winner. Chris Justice going to try and take it home second. We'll go back and take a look at what happened to him. Man, he makes a mistake as he comes out the final turn to take the checkered flag. This time by 30 seconds back. We got Mark Breer in that number 2 machine. He's got to still keep it perfect. He's only got a 10-second margin between him and 4th place. If he screws up, he could potentially give away this podium finish to John England. Got to keep it perfect here as we are watching him coming out the turn, final turn, down the straightaway. Mark Breer is going to take that 3rd position. John England in the number 6, now taking the final turn. He's going to come through the final turn, and he looks at the checkered flag for 4th. Nick in the 82 is currently in 5th position. He's got a 15-second lead. He's got a 15-second lead over the 6th position. Russ sitting there in 6th. Eric Sellers way back in 7th. Nick's going to go ahead and cross the line in 5th. Looks like it's going to be Russ and then Eric. As these guys are all giving each other congratulations, guys. What a race out here. Let's go ahead. Oh, it looks like Chris might have come. I'm sure that Chris was pretty upset about that finish. He definitely had a strong one as our winner is going to go out there and celebrate. All right, let's go ahead and check Discord. Let's see who's in Discord. I'm sure we'll get a Mark Breer. I know he knows where Discord is. Alright, currently nobody over at Discord as we are waiting for these guys to jump over. Oh, here comes one. Shaded Soul. I'm not sure who that one is. Alright, and just waiting. We got no one in waiting for an interview right now. Just waiting for somebody to jump in. Nick. Nick's out here to go race. If I can get these guys real quick, I'll be able to go race the big blocks. Big blocks. Alright, just waiting for these guys to show up in the Discord. You guys give me 1 minute. What a race. I mean, it was clean. It was interesting. I think it was a pretty good race. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the chat as we are waiting. There's Mark. Let's go jump over here, see if anybody's jumped into the waiting for interview. I don't see anybody. Nobody. Let's see. Mark moved out, so he must be over there. I don't see Chris. Riley is over here still. Well, let's go ahead and see if Mark pulls in somewhere. Oh, there's Mark. Alrighty. Give me a second, buddy. I just got to turn on that headset so everybody can hear you.
Yep.
Mark Breer, what a run out there, man. You made a mistake early on. I know you had to be mad at yourself. I think you fell back to like 6th. You were able to work your way back up to 3rd, man. That thing was fast tonight. It would have been interesting to see what you could have done if you didn't make that little mistake.
Yeah, I kind of wish I would have had some of that McCarthy maple syrup under my tires, a little more grip coming out of that turn there, but unfortunately I broke it around. Early mistake definitely cost me pretty well a better position. 3rd's pretty good, I think.
Oh, it's always good to walk away with a podium finish, man. This is the first time I had a few people jump in. I'm intrigued, or I've never seen this, or I didn't know you could do this. Up in the chat, man, there was definitely a few comments out there. This was fun, and I know you guys are going to probably take a week or two off. I think I heard you say. Where can people go to come run with you guys if they're interested?
If they want to come check out the league, it's called We Are Legend. They can look up. I'm the guy that puts it on, so you can look it up under my name as well. We got a great group of guys, pretty solid racers. Unfortunately, there was a few of them that couldn't make the show tonight. But yeah, we usually do 12 races for a season, 6 road courses, 6 ovals, and it's not your normal official legend track like South Boston or whatever. We do like New Smyrna, Myrtle Beach, different tracks that you don't normally see these cars on. And these cars are awesome road course cars. Nobody really gives them enough credit. They do really, really well.
I'll tell you what, Chris made a little mistake and he was almost perfect, but Riley got there. He made a mistake. But I was watching him try to reel Riley back in. I mean, he was working that thing and it looked like it was handling like a road car.
Oh no, these things do absolutely incredible on road courses. Between myself and Riley, Scott Correa, we create setups for each race. So they're fixed setup races, but the setups are fast and they're drivable. They could be faster, but you can't have everybody spinning out making it to caution tests. So normally the races are pretty good. We had a really, really stellar season this year.
Well, why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors to help this happen? I know you guys are pretty much self funded, but I'm sure you got a few people you want to give a shout out to.
Yeah, I just want to say hi to my mom. I think she's watching. My mom's boyfriend, Jason. I think they're both watching. And I just want to thank every single one of my drivers. Without racers, a league would be nothing. They show up week in, week out. And they do a stellar job of driving. It's just an incredible group of guys, and it keeps growing. Need to find really, really good quality racers. So hopefully, with this broadcast and maybe some future other ones, we can kind of build the roster up a little bit more and have some really, really good racing. We got a really good set of rules. I'm looking at the points right now. We kind of do something extra if you run all the road courses and stuff. So it's not official, but Riley just barely got Chris Justice for second place in points by 1 point.
So that battle wasn't only on the track; it was for points. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Mike Matherly got me. I think I actually jumped ahead of John England, ended up 5th in points. So
Nice.
it was pretty tight battle in points there, from 7th on up.
For sure. And I'm sure like these road courses help even it out because you got your oval guys and then you got your guys that might peak a little bit on the road course. Definitely probably creates a little bit of drama in the points aspect of things, positive drama and that kind of stuff.
It's funny because as soon as I started talking about this league, I was going to official races and I could just tell that people were getting stressed out, and I could see that there was a need to have, quality racing for legends. And I didn't really want to put it on just normal tracks because, like I said, you can do those every week. So that's kind of why this whole thing came about. Riley and I were kind of the originators of it. And as soon as I mentioned road courses, somebody like John England was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to race those. I'm not going to race those."
I'll tell you what, he did a good job today. Would have been a shame not having him out there.
Everybody in here now that they've raced these things on road courses love it. They absolutely love it. And they've been they've been the highest quality races that we've had too. Oval, the setups keep us so close, that it's really tight racing. So unfortunately, you do get a few cautions, but road course races have really worked out absolutely great. So I really want to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast.
No problem.
Like I said, if anybody's interested in coming and joining us, probably, I said we might take 2 weeks off and just put up a bunch of hosts. We host races every night. Just try to find some new racers. So look up We Are Legend League.
Well, heck of a show tonight. It was fun to call. It was kind of nice that it was slow enough pace as far as not too crazy where I could catch up because I don't do a lot of road course broadcasting. So it was perfect for me to get in the swing of things. It was fun.
Yeah, that race there was one of the bigger ones. That's why it was at the end of the season.
Yep.
But normally they're a little bit smaller, like Oran Park or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We are kind of tossing around the idea of doing like an endurance race, team effort race.
Yep.
3 drivers, probably like a 2.5, 3 hour stint. So kind of look for that in the future too.
Well, go enjoy that podium finish, successful season, and I will catch you next time.
Hey man, thank you very much.
No problem, buddy.
Bye.
All right, there is nobody else in for an interview, so we're going to go ahead and bring up tonight's finishing order. Let's go ahead and bring them up. As we got Riley with the win, Chris Justice in second, Mark in third. John England's going to go ahead and finish in that 4th position. Nick in 5th. Russ in 6th. Eric in 7th. George in 8th. Shane Briggs in 9th. Mike in 10th. Benjamin in 11th. Fish in 12th. And Briston in 13th. James is going to round out the field in that 14th position. Guys, that was fun. That was cool. But as all good things, they all come to an end.